And we are live. Dennis, hit us with the intro.
Hey everyone, welcome to another live stream. Today, we are going to be talking about the worst cell phone plans from AT&T of all time. This is the second episode in a little mini series that we're doing. Stetson, do you want to cue up the little ranker?
Absolutely, Dennis. Yeah, so we're doing the absolute worst AT&T plans. We've got Dennis, actually props to him. He found a bunch of juicy plans. So we're really excited to be diving into this to sharing with you the absolute worst of the worst and things like that. So I think, we have a bunch of plans here. Dennis, where do you want to start?
Well, I want to start by going over the rules for how this ranking will work so everybody has a clear understanding, because I know it was a little bit confusing last time. Basically, S is the absolute worst. It stands for super sucks. Like, this is just terrible plan. And this time, thanks to feedback from last week's episode, when we sent out the surveys, we actually also made sure to clarify that to everybody. But I also just want to verbally say it. S is the absolute worst plan that there is. And if it helps you to remember, you can think of it like colors. Red equals bad. D means that it's actually not so bad. It's the least worst. As far as where we should start, though, let's start off with the Boom mobile plans. This is on the left-hand side.
Awesome. I think that's a great place to start. Boom Mobile, they have a $42 plan. I'm just going to put it in the middle so we can highlight it here. And $42 a month. I had this pulled up. Here we go. It's $42 on AT&T for 5 gigs. And just as context, if we go to AT&T prepaid, they have, for the same $40 a month, you can get 15 gigs. So over double the data. So I thought Boom's plan was pretty bad, and I thought it deserved to be mentioned here. Dennis, where do you think this plan falls?
I think it falls wholeheartedly in the D category because we know there's going to be much worse coming ahead.
Yeah. So let me grab the link to the poll here, and I will share it in the live stream so you guys can come and vote. We'll give you a little bit of time to do that.
And remember, guys, D is the least worst. S is like the absolute worst possible plan.
Yeah. So you can see the poll here on the stream, and I'll just make this a little bit bigger. You can see I added clarifying words. S, nothing could be worse than this. A is extremely bad. B is bad. C, kind of bad. D, actually not that bad. And Dennis, it sounds like you think this plan should be in the D category. Actually not that bad.
I do believe that.
And while we're here, we should give some shout outs to people in the chat. We've got 2 phones for free. FreedomPop at AT&T for free. Mark is watching from Iowa. Mark, thank you for joining us. We have Ron. Thank you for joining us.
Sneed's in the house. I thought you were supposed to be in the shower right now, Sneed. You're supposed to be getting dinner.
Yeah, Sneed, what is he doing? Maybe he's on mobile, Dennis. He's tuning in from his phone.
Yeah, man. He's got his waterproof iPhone 12 in the shower with him.
Oh, man. All right, so yeah, I think for this plan, so I'll pull it up again, and we'll take a look at how the votes have gone. $42 for 5 gigs. That's really, really expensive. And again, AT&T prepaid, they have their plan for $15, 15 gigs for $40 per month. So,
But remember, man, we're comparing this to plans of all time, and you know it's about to get worse. So
I'd still put this for today. I think it's kind of bad. That's my vote.
Kind of bad. So you're sitting in the C camp.
I'm sitting in the C camp. Okay. So let's see. Wow, Dennis, this is a very colorful wheel we have here. We've got C, kind of bad, actually in the lead. Bad, actually not that bad. Nothing. One person said nothing could be worse than this.
Oh, how they are so unfortunately wrong.
Guys, stay tuned for the end of this stream. We have Dennis found the absolute gold of worst plans on AT&T. So, yeah, Dennis, I think for this, I want to throw it in C because it looks like it's got the most votes right now at 3.
And it's a democracy right now, man. The audience speaks, and so we shall answer. It is C.
Let's refresh this. Yeah, C took the lead. So thank you all for voting. Again, the link was in the chat. So let's go ahead and go to our tier here. Pop that down into C. All right, next up. Want to do consumer cellular? We'll kind of bang through these, and then we've got your gold tier plan at the end there.
Sure.
All right, consumer cellular, $25 a month, and you're getting 500 megabytes of data. So
I would say that is worse than your C plan.
yeah, I would as well. So let me get this poll up so everyone can go ahead and vote on this.
Like, if you're gonna do consumer cellular, you should go in at least at $30 and get 3 gigs. Like,
I completely agree. I mean, it's only $5 extra. And
right?
what I will say is this data is shareable. So if you have like 2 lines, you can see the price drops, which is pretty nice. So like 3 lines, 3 gigs, $20 a line.
That's $40 a month for 2 lines of 3 gigs of shared data, where you could just do. That was for 3. Oh,
yeah,
so that's
yeah.
$60 a month for 3 gigs of shared data. I mean, you could literally do, if you want to do 3 gigs of shared data, you could do something like, Xfinity Mobile, 3 gigs of shared data.
They're really good. They're not on AT&T though. So
Right. I mean, that's fair. But 3 gigs of shared data, you'd be talking like, I don't know, like $38 with all the fees and whatnot.
Yeah, you're probably right, Dennis. So Xfinity Mobile, really good value here. Consumer cellular, honestly, it's just not that good. But I would say it's not that bad. That's I don't know. Where's this poll? I shared the link to it, so I think here it is. We're on number 2. Honestly, Dennis, I'm gonna give this a D. Actually, not that bad.
You think it's better than the kind of bad plan?
Yeah, I think it's better than what Boom Mobile was doing.
Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna say it's at least as bad as what Boom Mobile is doing. In my opinion.
Okay. Where did I have to put the tiers over here, or the votes? I mean, for $25 a month, yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's really bad when you compare it with AT&T's annual plan, their $25 a month 8 gig plan. Then this plan is absolute trash. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Maybe, is it just bad? Is it just straight up bad?
I mean, that's how I felt, but you convinced me to do otherwise. But audience thinks it's bad. They think it's worse. Well, you haven't voted yet, so you can't see. But
They think it's worse?
yeah,
I'll go bad then. I'll let the results sway me.
they think it's bad, dude. They think it's worse.
Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad plan. Some people put extremely bad.
Oh, they have not seen nothing yet. Have they not learned from the Verizon stream that there is far worse out there?
Yeah, man. Two Phones is saying it's actually better than Google Fi's Flex plan. That's interesting.
I think he's talking about the Xfinity Mobile comment, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Our friend Debo Bop is saying he wouldn't last an hour. He would be data hungry, starved of data. All right. Oh, this is a good one. AT&T Unlimited Starter. We're putting it just in the B so we can look at it. And let me get the poll so you guys can vote on this. But throw that in. And while we're pulling this up, shout out and thank you to Green. I was talking to an AT&T representative, and she said that she had never seen someone use so much data over 550 gigabytes. Yeah, it's less common. You're in the 4%, maybe even the 2% or the 1% there. So shout out to you, Green, and thank you again for your continued support. Though you should probably be putting that towards an unlimited plan, my friend. Like, upgrade yourself AT&T Unlimited Elite or Los Mobile, as we talked about before. But yeah, AT&T. Oh, Dennis?
Or I was just going to say, or put the $5 towards the Patreon so you get access to the emotes.
Oh, yeah. We have cool new emotes, icons, emojis, or you can join the YouTube channel. It's identical to the Patreon, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So I put Unlimited Starter here, Dennis, and there's basically only one reason, and it's because AT&T Prepaid exists. So Unlimited Starter looks good, $65 a month for Unlimited, but as we know, it's deprioritized. If we take a look over here at AT&T's prepaid plan, you can get unlimited data. Well, you can get unlimited data for $50 a month. So this is literally the same plan, and it's $15 less per month. And then you can get the Unlimited Plus prepaid plan, which actually has priority data. So it's going to be a better experience, and it's $5 less with auto pay.
Yeah, but for the sake of this conversation, I definitely think this is probably the best plan.
Yeah,
that we have
you're actually right.
Like, remember, we're comparing this to all time, and this is the only unlimited plan that's decently priced, period, in comparison to what we're comparing to. So I'd say not bad at all, actually.
Yeah, our friend Debo Bop is saying, compared to the plan so far, it's kind of bad, but better than these or those bucket plans. So I agree, it's actually not that bad in comparison to what we've seen so far. And honestly, with what's out there and what was out there, it's not that bad. It's actually like this could be God tier compared to what's to come later in the stream. So
yeah,
that's what's getting my vote. Results are in. Actually, not that bad.
Good job, AT&T.
Yeah, shout out to AT&T. Mark is saying this is not that bad at all. Yeah,
at least they include 5G too. Like,
yeah,
unlike Verizon.
Verizon, jeez,
Verizon's never gonna sponsor us.
That's okay, Dennis. That's okay. So D tier. Oh man, this one's a good one. Cricket's core plan.
Is this the one that has the speed cap?
Yeah. So
Good.
Why is this here? Let me get the poll so you guys can vote on this while we're talking about it. This plan, Cricket Core. So if you go on Cricket's website today, it's this plan right here, $55 a month. This used to be called Cricket Core. It is $50 with auto pay. And they're saying data speed's limited to max of 8 megabits per second. However, this is actually a more recent change. When this plan first came out, the data speeds were capped at 3 megabits per second down, and you also had 1.5 megabits per second for streaming video. But yeah, 3 megabits per second. Dennis, what are your thoughts on 3 megabits per second?
Boo. Boo bad. No, I actually tried Cricket like way back in the day. And I remember they had 8 megabit per second speed cap on their unlimited plan when you're on LTE, and it was like 3 megabits per second on an HSPA plus. So it was a little bit different than this core plan. But this core plan is garbage. Like,
Absolute trash.
This is not a good plan at all. And for the price point, it's also garbage. Like, you'd be better off just getting the AT&T prioritized plan for the extra
yeah, for the same $50. Like, why have 3 megabit per second speeds when you can literally get unlimited fast speeds for the same price? Like,
yeah,
what are you doing?
So this, I would actually say, is like bad, like be bad. Like,
yeah, let me pull the poll in here. So we got extremely bad. It's definitely bad. I might even do extremely bad.
I wouldn't go that far because at least you have unlimited calling and texting, which is something we take for granted nowadays, as we'll see later on.
Okay, yeah, you're right. This is squarely in the bad. I would say for some people extremely bad. Like 3 megabits per second, it just makes everything you're doing slow.
At least you have data, though. Some of these plans don't include data.
Dennis, you bring up really good points. I'm going bad on this one.
I never thought I would defend a plan that has a hard throttle like that, but here I am.
Yeah, Dennis. Oh, we've got, a lot of people are going for be bad. What are you voting for? The link is in the live chat right now. We've got some people coming in. Mark, garbage plan. Jaime, 3 megabits, or Jamie, excuse me, 3 megabits per second max is something, but why? That's a great question. And Depot Pop, 3 megabits per second is trash. It's the bare minimum. I would want 5 as my minimum. Honestly, 8. I'm okay with 8. I was on Cricket's plan for a couple of years, and 8 was fine for me. But 3...
Except the one thing that's bad about Cricket is I think they still route their data separately, so you get worse ping times on the AT&T network.
Oh, that's interesting.
Isn't that still the case? Don't they have a different proxy still?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
But anywho, people are definitely agreeing that this is bad.
I think Johnny's comment is my favorite. Ew.
Yeah.
It's just gross.
Matthew actually said something interesting. He said he'd rather have a 3 megabit per second cap than 500 megabytes a day. He's comparing it to the
yeah, but at that price, it's just you can't. Devo Bop's with me.
Oh, Green just joined the Patreon. Well, dude,
Wow.
welcome aboard. And he
Great to
asked
have
us, Los Mobile work with a locked AT&T phone? I'm not 100% sure, but my guess would say no.
Well, it's also AT&T.
Yeah, but it would be like in the same way that you couldn't port your AT&T postpaid line over to an AT&T prepaid line if it's locked.
Well, that's different. That's porting a number. I feel like if the phone is locked, but you got a new number, Green, that's going to be a
Carlos
soft
conversation.
no, but you should definitely ask Carlos. He's the
Yeah.
man to ask. I'll see if I can DM him and get that information for you. And now that you're on the Patreon, I'll just message you there. But yeah, 15 results. It's bad. That's what this plan is.
Also, Thomas clarified that they moved it to the same as native AT&T a few years ago. So I guess they eliminated the separate Cricket proxy, which is good. That's a good
That is
thing.
good. And Cricket's already where it belongs. B, bad. Okay, this one. This is Cricket's COVID plan. And we'll go. This one's pretty quick, so let me get the poll up. And
I
you
think
guys
this
can-
requires a backstory, though, of why it's on here, because Stetson, you have a personal grudge against it.
Yeah, so I have a personal grudge against it. Can I go to YouTube? Let's see. Oh, old live stream. Shout out to that. What I want to pull up is, let's see, Cricket $15 plan. Here we go. So Cricket, these were the plans that came out during the pandemic. Okay, it was Metro by T-Mobile, T-Mobile prepaid, AT&T prepaid, all $15 a month. But these plans literally only existed for like 2 months. And then after the 2 months, yeah, you got on this great $15 plan, which was honestly a phenomenal plan. But afterwards, they literally took it away. And it went away July 14th, 2020. And if you didn't switch, Cricket was literally going to double your plan to $30 a month. And so that's my personal grudge. Like, Cricket got customers, and then they were literally going to double the plan cost. So, yeah, that's, I don't know. What do you think? It's a good plan, but with what they did,
I mean, despite all that, we're judging it based off the plan. So
yeah,
I'm going to say not bad. I actually think it's good value at $15. Not for 30, but at 15.
yeah, $15 is really good. So maybe actually not that bad. I'm disappointed with what they did. T-Mobile's plan is still around, so props to them. But Dennis, I think you're right. Actually, not that bad.
Oh my God, this is a perfect 25% split across the board right now. It's 2-2 and 2. You're going to be the decisive vote.
Actually, not that bad. Someone said extremely bad.
Okay,
I think
that was
yeah.
a simple one.
We'll just go and move on.
Can we skip on to the spicy one? I don't want to wait anymore. I want to get on the spicy plan.
Should we like breeze through these super fast, or should we just like jump to the spicy?
I want to jump to the spicy, and if you can you link the PNG so they can see like this family of terrible plans?
Yeah, I'll pull this up. So the spicy one, AT&T monthly iPhone plan, $120 per month. You might be asking yourself, what am I getting for $120 per month? Unlimited premium priority data, international calling, free international data roaming, unlimited hotspot data, all of the above. You have some great questions. Dennis found this plan, and your jaw will drop. Check this out. Reported by Apple Insider, this is the plan. Dennis, you want to take it away? What are we looking at here?
Well, you're actually $10 shy, but yeah. So we're looking at unlimited minutes, and we do have unlimited data, but there's no texting included. Texting is like a whole separate thing. I think it was 30 cents a text, I believe, if memory serves me correctly, Stetson. Was that right?
Yeah, we can actually go down and check on that just to make sure we're correct. So
yeah, or 20 cents per text, sorry.
20 cents per text. And if you wanted, yeah,
and it was $5 for 200 messages, and if you wanted unlimited, it was $20 to add on. So yeah, I mean, you got unlimited minutes for an extra $20. You'd be at like $150. to get unlimited texting and you had unlimited data. I mean, it is a premium plan. People talk about these legacy plans because you had your unlimited hotspot, but for $150.
Yeah, it came out to $135.
Well, that's
when
if you
added...
didn't have unlimited text. That was if you only had 200.
Yeah. Jeez.
Because it was $5 to add on 200 messages.
Unreal. And Dennis, you had a sweet image too. Like, am I missing?
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is.
These are the family plans.
Oh.
This is for 2 lines, guys. If you look all the way on the right-hand side, if you wanted to get unlimited minutes, and again, this still doesn't have texting included, but if you wanted unlimited minutes and data, I believe, $260 for 2 lines.
100. Is that 130 per line? Yeah.
Yeah, it's $130 for every additional line you want to add on. And
you're not even getting a discount, Dennis. Like,
yeah, and
it's 130 per line flat.
And if you want to get texting, it's on a per line basis. So like it's $5 per line to get 200 messages, or if you want it unlimited, it's $20 per line. So when we did the math, I think it came out to like $550 if you had a family of 4.
Holy smokes! I mean, yeah, you can literally double this. This would be 500, and then yeah, if you add on the messaging, oh my gosh!
Which you could literally buy a PlayStation 5 every single month for that kind of pricing.
Yeah, that is. What did I say? Like,
Esteban says there's a strong humming sound. Guys, do we have an audio problem?
That's interesting.
I think that might just be on your end, Esteban. I don't hear anything from Stetson.
Oh yeah, I'm not hearing anything either. But let us know in the chat if you also hear that strong humming sound.
Yes,
please do. It could be my computer fans, but I'm not sure. And if it's an actual like buzz, then that's different.
Ranger Horse, that's a yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, John hears it.
Sneed, there's a buzz? Oh, no. That's not what we want to hear.
Stetson, check your XMR cable. And I'll
oh, my
check
God, wait. I hear it. I'm not sure what it's from.
I'm going to mute myself and see if it goes away.
Nope, didn't go away. Very faint.
All right, then it's on your end. It's gone because Stetson muted himself. Sorry, guys. We'll get that fixed. I appreciate you guys giving the shout out. Stetson currently has himself muted. You can't actually see the muted icon, but he has himself muted, which is why it's gone at the moment.
Is it still there?
I actually hear it now.
Oh, God. It's 100% me.
It's like, yeah, I hear the hiss. I cranked my volume up all the way to hear it. It kind of sounds like a...
Yeah, I think I hear it too.
Oh no.
Man.
Now it sounds like a actual audible like tone. Like if they were checking your hearing in like a school or something. It's always Stetson.
Yeah, it's always me. My ears are dead. Oh my God, I'm sorry, one. I would just give the jeez. What's a quick solution to this?
Do you have the don't you have another mic?
Yeah, I have another mic. I'm gonna swap mics. I'm gonna unplug this to save everyone's ears.
All right. Well, Stetson's doing that. Why don't we take this a moment to go down memory lane? Did anybody here have the godforsaken experience of having to use this terrible set of plans from AT&T? Or is there anybody out there that's on one of these legacy plans? Actually, yeah, I'd be curious. Is anybody on one of these legacy plans because you wanted like the grandfathered unlimited data? Nope. Green says nope. Halftime show. Yeah. This is what you all came for. Just some one-on-one time with me. I feel like we're too young for this plan. I mean, yeah. I mean, this plan was around in the iPhone 3G days, which would be around like 2007-ish. If memories... No. 2007... Maybe 2008. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Hmm. 2008, 2009. Yeah, Pedro, you're right. What's funny is I'm pretty sure this is what my family had. Like, I'm pretty sure we had this family plan with like 1,400 minutes originally, and like with like 3 lines, like we were paying like $240.
That sound. Is it
Whoa,
back? Am I
talk.
here? Hello.
Okay, now you sound better. Okay.
I think it's gone. Oh my god. Is that a mic problem?
You know, I noticed it on the last time's podcast when I rewatched it on my TV.
Yeah, I heard it too. I was like falling asleep. I was like, what is this super annoying ringing sound? Please tell me it's not me. I'm literally falling asleep right now.
It's hilarious because on our first episode, I had the worst mic, and now it's come full circle, Stetson.
Oh my god, it's me. Perfect. Hey, I really appreciate you guys letting me know about that. Where did we end on this plan? I thought it was pretty good. You know, you're getting your unlimited minutes, and you're just paying like $6,000 or $7,000 a year.
Oh yeah, these plans were great. I mean, unlimited data, Stetson. No, jokes aside, this is literally S tier, and if anybody says otherwise, there's something mentally wrong because these plans are ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, they were, yeah. I'm voting. I'm casting my vote. Have you all voted? I put this in the chat, right?
You did not.
No, I definitely did. It was like way. I'll put it again.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark. We appreciate the super chat. He gave us one for fixing the problem.
Maybe I should put. I mean, this mic work. Maybe I'll just go back to using this mic.
Yo, Stetson, we've solved how to make money for the Patreon. Just have a really annoying ring. Have everyone donate to make it go away.
All right, thank you so much, Mark. We appreciate that. I appreciate that. I mean, I was hearing it. I wasn't actually hearing it too. I think I can't adjust what I hear. It was coming from me, and I couldn't hear it, and that's my bad. So thank you.
I literally didn't hear it at all, which is the funny thing. But I also have my audio coming through like a mix amp, and my audio is probably not as loud.
Yeah, I think that's what it wasn't as loud. So I'm voting.
Yeah, so this is S
Show
tier
results.
for me.
Big moments. Boom.
There are people that thought it wasn't actually that bad, and I feel like they're trolling.
That's a troll. Oh man. Hey, shout out to you though.
People are asking if these plans were specific for iPhones.
Ooh, I think they might have been. If we look at so it's covered by Apple Insider, and I think at the top it's labeled AT&T monthly plans for iPhone 3G. Like this is a graphic, and they might have made that, but yeah.
Part of me wants to say that they aren't specific to iPhone because I remember like where you're at right now with the adding of the text and stuff. Like I remember
You had that, right?
Yeah, with the $20 unlimited for texting. Like I remember having this style of plan with the minutes and stuff and rollover before I had an iPhone, and then I remember us upgrading our minutes whenever I got an iPhone 4.
I'll give a soft maybe on that. I think this specific pricing structure might have been specifically for iPhone. It's also possible like this was just how AT&T did it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm going to be honest, guys. It's really hard to find like old plans. Like once they go away, they're dead. Like I even sent the link to Stetson on AT&T's website when I found a nationwide plan, and literally there was nothing there. There was no details. It was just blank monthly, blank everything. So,
yeah. Oh man. All right. Let's kind of round this out. So yeah, this is the champion. Props to Dennis for finding that. I honestly didn't even know it existed. That's the worst AT&T plan we found. Oh man. But Dennis, what if I told you there is a plan that would charge you $2,000 per gigabyte?
wait, what?
$2,000 per gig of data.
I'm going to guess you're talking about the international passport plan.
You are absolutely correct. This is AT&T's one of their most expensive plans. It's actually a pay-as-you-go plan that has this. So I should probably pull that up.
Is this current?
So the AT&T passport is current, and we'll do that because that's what I put in there. But there is a plan on their site that charges $2,000 per gigabyte. But yeah, $70 a month, And all right, what are you getting? You're getting 2 gigs of data, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. $70 a month for 2 gigs of international data. Overages are $30 a gig.
Okay. It's not too bad.
Really? You don't think so?
I mean, not as bad as $2,000 a gigabyte.
Okay, all right. Let's pull that in.
Also, to be fair, this $2,000 gigabyte thing that you're talking about is the whole reason that T-Mobile One became like a thing. Like, I remember John Ledger on his mission would just make fun of AT&T for these outrageous like international bills.
Oh yeah, it's so true. Geez, I'm like wondering where I even saw it now.
You have a really bad habit of that. You find like
Here we
amazing
go.
stuff and then just lose it. Oh, this is for airlines though. Oh, on land. Oh, snap. Why? And they're charging per kilobit?
Yeah. So literally $2 per meg, $2.05 per megabyte comes out to $2,050 per gig. And these are the international pay per use rates.
No. That's a sin. Is this still a thing?
Yeah, and if you're in Europe, $2 a minute. So if you make a 30-minute phone call, $60.
That's cheaper though, because rest of the world is $3 a minute.
Rest of the world, $3 a minute. How insane is that?
Oh my god. Dude, I honestly, if I was a billionaire, one thing I would love to test is, can you break AT&T's biller? Like, I wonder how high it would count up to before it just errors out.
No, I don't think it would error out. I think that they have that on lock, Dennis.
You think they have that unlocked?
Yeah, that's the one thing they have on lock. Their website is trash. Their like consumer-facing biller is trash.
But
their app
like,
is trash.
I feel like they would have to have some limit in place, because like, what if I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go into debt. Like, what's AT&T gonna do? And I just started racking up the minutes, like intentionally just trying to get my bills.
They would take it to collections.
And then what? Like,
I'm not actually sure. I think it like hits your credit score, and I don't know. They'll like make you pay it somehow.
They can't though. It'll hit my credit score, and then it's 7 years later it goes away. But if I'm someone that doesn't care about my credit, like if I'm on a pay per use plan, that's like a prepaid like plan, right? Like, it's not even like a postpaid thing.
Well, it's an add-on for a postpaid plan. So you would so to get this, you actually have to have like a $70 AT&T unlimited plan, and then you're paying for this on top of that. So yeah, it's really bad.
Dude, I'm just picturing going on a vacation using like 6 gigs of data, which would be like $6,000.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think anything. I mean, that's not what I put in the. I put in the international passport, which in comparison is not that bad. But I think we gotta make another like pay as you go.
Yeah, this is S.
Yeah,
this is S.
I think I shared the poll. I'll share it again if I missed it, just so everyone can take a vote on this. But yeah, I think this is pretty bad. Is it worse than what you found?
I think this is worse than what well, I'm going to say it's worse than what I found, but with a caveat. And the caveat being that no one would realistically pick that. Someone would probably buy a data pass.
Yeah.
And that's my caveat. Mine is actually just generally terrible because there was no good option in any of those plans.
Yeah, you're right. You were just stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Right?
Yes. So, Esteban, we have our letters backwards, but it's intentional because we're trying to find the best worst plans. So, show results here. What did people think of this one? Just me. Oh, no. Dennis, I was like, oh, it's just me. And then it looked 13 votes. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, we're all on the same page. Oh, man. Yeah. It's just horrible. Thankfully, though, I did talk with AT&T about this, and I confirmed that by default, this is off. So you actually have to go and intentionally turn it on, and you're only charged these rates if you do not pick one of their other international day pass or passport plans.
Well, look at good guy AT&T not trying to charge people a kidney and a heart to use their cell phone.
Well, I mean, they are, but there's a little bit of protection.
I mean, if they wanted to actually be good, you know what AT&T should do?
Get rid of this and make it so that you get like an international day pass instead.
No, just automatically, like, if you're not someone that's going to buy the day pass, just automatically charge on a gigabyte basis. Make it like $15 a gig.
Yeah, or so yeah, something that's not $2,000.
Like, that's obscene. There's no way they couldn't make a profit on $15 a gigabyte. I'm sure there's profit to be had there.
Oh yeah, I mean they're charging for this one for the international day pass. You literally get unlimited data. Unlimited data for $10.
Dude, the next time I travel, I'm gonna wreck AT&T. I'm gonna get that, and I'm just gonna wreck them. I'm literally gonna use my phone as a hotspot when I go somewhere, and just download Call of Duty Cold War or something. So I'm using what? No hotspot?
Yeah. Hang on, I was just checking that. Sneak peek at an upcoming video. Let me see if I can throw this in here. So this is we're working on a plan comparison, and yep, no hotspot in the passport.
Wow, they're smart. What's that? Wait, what's that say? 2 gigabyte high speed data and then shut off?
Yep, that's for the AT&T passport. Let's go. Actually, wait, the day pass, Dennis?
Mm-hmm.
You have it.
Oh, I'm gonna wreck them. I'm gonna wreck them so hard.
$10. How much?
And if you read, it's $5 every subsequent day, so it gets cheaper.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you were just on AT&T's website, right there. $5 for each additional line on the same. Oh,
same
sorry.
account. Yeah.
Sorry.
All good. No, I saw that too. I was like, wait, what's going on? Yeah. So, I actually used this while traveling, and it was pretty good.
Dude, whenever I travel, I always just buy a domestic SIM from the carrier there.
Yeah, I did want to do that. We didn't have time. My version of a vacation is very different than my parents' version of a vacation.
I mean, dude, if we go anywhere, man, I think we talked about going to Vegas together. I think that was on the discussion.
I want to go to Canada and test out all their plans.
Dude, I do too. I've never been to Canada. Maybe we could go meet Linus.
Jeez. Sylvain is saying I saw a $10,000 bill on roaming data charges. Yeah, I mean that's basically a couple gigs, so
I mean,
makes sense.
dude, the worst is cruise liners. Like when you're in international waters, no company has a good international roaming plan for like international waters.
Yeah.
Like even T-Mobile charges like weird rates if you're like on international seas. But anywho, let's move on from this terrible plan.
Yep.
Let's do your FreedomPop. Explain that to me.
Yeah, FreedomPop, they're just here because they're shady. That's really it. They had a free plan, and then they migrated everyone who was on the free plan to a paid plan. They had a bunch of dark web practices where, like, you would sign up for the service, and they would enroll you in auto payment and basically auto bill you. So you had to, like, sign up and then cancel, and this was for a free line. So that's basically why they're here. You would sign up for their free plan, 250 minutes, 250 texts or whatever. And when you signed up, they would automatically enroll you in autopay for a $20 plan. So you actually had to actively go in, disable that. And yeah, they were just kind of shady. So that's why they're here. I mean, these prices are honestly not terrible. So I'd put them in probably bad.
Nah, where do you see that? Oh, 4 gigs for $23, and they're using it 10 gigs for 30. You know what? I mean, 10 gigs ain't bad.
Dude, it's so shady, man. They upcharge you, and
yeah, I mean their pricing isn't terrible, $35 for 10 gigs, but I would rather not go with a sketchy company and just go to AT&T prepaid, the Walmart plan. So yeah, forget FreedomPop.
I'm just gonna put it. This is just straight bad for me. It's where it belongs.
Yeah.
Did I put a poll in the chat? I don't think so.
Not.
Actually, I have it copied on my clipboard, so I think I might have put another one.
If you did, I missed it.
Yeah, I did. It's all good. I'm putting this one as bad. Anyone have FreedomPop here? 2 phones for free. You're into FreedomPop. What's your take on FreedomPop?
I feel like FreedomPop's pretty popular. Like I remember when I was at Penn State, a lot of my Chinese friends had like FreedomPop as like a thing. So I feel like it's popular with like international students.
Jeez. Rizwan Rashid says, I signed up for FreedomPop and they had my credit card. I ran a few speed tests. I used up 500 megabytes of data or so and was notified I was charged for about $35 for data use. That's insane.
Stetson, you've been overruled by me. I put in my vote for extremely bad.
Oh man, wait, refresh. It's tied. Who's gonna break our tie here? Jose, you want to break our tie? FreedomPop was absolute trash. I mean, their plans are decent, but just the company and like their morals and ethics, I think that's what's bad. It's the overall package.
Dude, they could offer free plans, but if there's a risk of them like jacking my credit card information, I'll take a hard pass.
Yeah. Refresh results. What? Still tied. Still
I mean,
tied.
I did beat it, and then someone voted and made it bad to tie it prior to you refreshing. So,
Oh my gosh. I like people who voted for S. Nothing could be worse than this.
oh, my extremely bad one. Refresh.
Oh, nice. Oh wow.
Oh, it's definitely.
Oh,
my,
on a
coming in
roll.
strong. All right.
Rizwan Rashid, I couldn't cancel fast enough. Oh my god. Oh man, the YouTube experiment. Remember RingPlus? Yeah.
I don't.
I remember RingPlus. Dennis, RingPlus had this idea. They invented this system called their RingPlus ad voice system. And the idea was, you know when you call someone and you hear the phone, like it rings a couple times and then I pick up, instead of hearing ringing, they were going to play ads. So you would call someone and hear an ad until they picked up.
So, are they a cell phone company or
Yeah,
what?
yeah. They offered a cell phone plan, and that's what it was.
So with the ads, does it pay for the cell phone plan, or
Yeah, exactly. That was the whole idea.
are they gone? Because that's
They're
actually
gone.
kind.
They got sued by Sprint.
Sued, huh?
Yeah.
Because that's actually pretty clever. Like, real talk. Like, I'm sorry for getting on a side tangent. I have a bad habit of doing that. But let's just have a quick discussion real fast. Real talk, Stetson. If AT&T just said one day, like, yo, if you let us run ads when people call you, we'll charge you like $15 less a month. Would you be down for that?
I mean, no, I don't like ads. Like,
Yeah, but you're not the one listening to them.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. Say that again. I'm not listening to the ads.
No, yeah, like when someone calls you, they hear the ads.
They hear the ads?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe. Like, what if I get a call from like would that stop the telemarketing calls because they would just get hit with an ad?
Dude, we came up with the best way to stop telemarketers and make money from it. Dude, someone should make an MVNO where they figure out a way to do that. Just insert ads.
Oh man.
What do you guys think in the audience? Like, would you guys be down for something like that? Like, if AT&T, like, let's just say Unlimited Elite. We'll use Unlimited Elite, okay? They said, hey, you let us run ads when people call you. Instead of charging you $85 for Unlimited Elite, we'll charge you $70. Would you guys be down for that? Oh, what's up, Carlos?
Oh, what's up?
We're talking about some old carrier called RingPlus that used to play ads when people, like, when you called them. And
Yeah. Well, it was whenever you placed a call on them.
Oh,
yeah.
when you placed the call. I'm sorry, I misunderstood that.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, I mean,
Yeah. Outgamed. That's a hard no from me. Yeah. Totally used the right Ring Plus line for the number you gave out.
Ami Eka said he's totally down for that. He'd be down for a cheaper Elite plan if it meant listening to ads or having ads played.
Oh man.
Oh, AT&T on a pilot program, when you make a call, they play an ad before call goes through for you, and they credit you $10 per line per month still in data. Huh. Carlos coming in hot with this insider info. Okay.
Jeez. Yeah.
So that's $10 per line. So, dude, that would save me like $40 extra off my AT&T bill with my... Dude, my AT&T bill for my parents would be like $130 if we all had an extra $10 off.
Here's my thing, though. My time is more valuable than the $10.
Yeah, but how often are you calling, Stetson?
I guess... Well, I would need to call in order to get it.
And also, but Stetson, remember, you're going to be waiting on the line anyway, right, for that call to connect? Because it's happening while the call's connecting, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, if the person instantly pays, like, it's still the same amount of time. Like, it's still 15 minutes. Instead of hearing, like, ring, 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 you're going to hear an ad from State Farm about...
Ring. Nope. I'll be 5 to 10 seconds.
Ad will be 5 to 10. I mean, that's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not for me. Also, Carlos, we had someone in the chat wondering if a locked AT&T phone would work on Los Mobile. Wondering if you're able to comment on that. Cell Nuvo is the best free plan. 250 megabytes free, but you could earn money by watching ads, and those credits would roll over.
Dude, and I just thought of another thought, Stetson. Just don't use your actual phone to make the calls. Use something like WhatsApp or something. I don't know. Like,
yeah, or Google Voice.
Yeah, and then boom, you're still getting the extra $10 off because you enrolled in the credit thing.
Well, I think you have to actually listen to an ad, because the way the phrasing is, when you make a call, they play an ad. So I guess like if it's per like 10 seconds, like, all right, maybe that's worth it. $10 for 10 seconds is pretty good.
Make one phone call,
and then get it,
and just be good.
Yeah, I'm not with ads. All right, let's finish this up.
All
and
right.
then you have some news. AT&T COVID plan. This is the same as Cricket, so I'm going to put it with Cricket. Prepaid, $25. We'll actually vote on this one. This one was, I had to go to the Wayback Machine to find it. So here it is. So you would think, all right, it's the $25 8 gig plan. This one's phenomenal. No. Cricket AT&T had, let's see, is this the Wayback one? Where is it? Here it is. So if you go way back, you can see 8 gigs used to be $50 a month, but they had this $30 a month plan, 25 with auto pay, that was unlimited talk and text.
And
that's
250. It. Oh, 250 megabytes for $5. Oh crap!
$5 extra. So it's really just unlimited talk and text for $25. What do you think? I'll put the poll in the comments.
I'd say it's probably.
It's pretty bad.
B. Probably B.
Probably bad, yeah. I think I agree with you on that. It's not extremely bad. It's bad. It's not. It's bad. It's just bad. Bad. And this was available. Okay, wait. Where is that page? So this time capture. Get this. It's from February 18th, 2020. It's from last year.
Oh no. Oh no, Stetson.
Oh no.
I've been bamboozled.
Last year. You could sign up for this last year. Probably through like mid last year this was a thing.
I've been bamboozled.
Yeah, that's bad.
I think you should put an A in for that.
Okay. You're right, Dennis. I appreciate that.
I already voted B, unfortunately, but if I could change mine, it would be A.
Refresh. We're at a BA split.
If you subtract my B vote, it would go to A, because I already voted B prior to you saying that. So one of my votes is in B.
But that would just tie it.
No, it wouldn't. Because it's 5-4. So if you subtract one from B.
Oh, and you would add it.
Yeah, it would be A, which is what I'm trying to explain.
Oh, man, it's tied. Yeah, terrible plan.
It's extremely bad.
Outgamed. Extremely bad. The YouTube experiment, no way. The YouTube, 2020.
Stetson, put it in extremely bad. I'm saying I'm taking my vote away from B because
extremely bad.
Yeah.
And what was
that's
that?
Our first A.
Oh, that's our first A. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. AT&T prepaid. Oh man, this is right there too. Let me get the poll for this.
Terrible. It's garbage.
So no, Dennis, it's just $2 a day. And where is this thing? $2 a day, unlimited talk and text. Pay only on days used.
Garbage.
Dennis, what makes this bad? It's only $2.
$2 a day. Well, as we discussed from like a similar plan from Verizon, you kind of need your phone to be working all the time.
Yeah. So that racks up to $60 a month.
Yes.
And that's the same price as, I don't know, like AT&T's unlimited plan.
And there's no data included.
And there's no data in the talk and text. So, yeah, this is absolute trash.
This is like S tier.
Yep, I think I agree with you. It's the worst. The poll is in the comments of the live stream. Where do you put AT&T's $2 a day plan?
Like, I just sincerely want to ask, for a person that would actually think this is good, like, how do you go about actually activating it just for a day? Like, I just envision like a phone call. You couldn't even call AT&T. How do you go about activating it? Like, for the kind of person this plan would be intended for, I imagine like an elderly person or something that needs like an emergency cell phone. But like, if they don't have a cell phone to use, how are they going to get that phone activated for a day or two?
No. Like what you do is you sign up for the plan, and then you put it in your phone, and then you only get charged on days that you use your phone.
So if I get one random text or one random spam caller, it counts.
That's correct.
So that's still extra terrible then.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be like if someone needs an emergency phone, like glove compartment phone, you would actually have to keep the phone off probably so that it didn't like no spam would come through and rack up $2 a day charges. But
if your phone is off, then how does it?
Will it be for you to make calls? You know, like if you get, I don't know, if your car breaks down, you're like, wow, I need to call. I don't know. I mean, you would have another phone, hopefully, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like at that point, you should just pick that $25 terrible unlimited talk and text plan and call it a day.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. So you'd have to use it fewer than 15 days in order. So it's like, oh, man. Yeah, it's just so bad. All right, I'm going S tier on this. Nothing could be worse than this.
Just get consumer cellular. Just get consumer cellular.
Anything but that.
Awesome. It's S.
All right.
It's terrible. Trash for you, but great for the elderly.
AT&T was good.
Yeah,
well, actually, it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, we got great. I just like the takeaway from today is those old family plans, like that's just nuts. Those old iPhone plans. Oh, you're saving this for like?
Yeah,
Twitter?
I don't know. Download image.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know. I know. I just so.
All right, so do you want to talk about some news? Because there's been a lot happening.
Yeah, Dennis, you got us on the news, so why don't you hit us up?
I want to talk about what was going on in regards to the FCC. That's really what I want to talk about.
Yeah. So what is going on with the FCC? So
basically, it's been reported that basically all the votes that happened in regards to net neutrality, like back like in 2016, were all bots or comments that were paid for by literal ISPs. Like ISPs literally paid for people to like basically stole people's like names and stuff and paid some third party company to make up fictitious comments in regards to repealing net neutrality.
Yeah.
8.5 million fake comments opposing net neutrality paid for by the ISPs, which is sickening.
That is really, it's nauseating.
And if you scroll down, yes, so right there. Oh, sorry. I was going to say 22. So there was one 19-year-old who submitted 7.7 million pro net neutrality comments under fake randomly generated names with like a bot. So those are some of the pros. But it's worse because if you go down and scroll more, Ars Technica explains what the ISPs actually did and they give examples. Like they literally paid.
They used real people's names without their consent with third-party firms.
Yeah.
Hired by the industry faking consent records.
So yeah, people out there, your name could have been used to repeal net neutrality without your consent or knowing.
Wow.
Yeah, Comcast, Charter, AT&T, like literally all the ISPs paid for it.
Including dead people.
Oh yeah, that was another thing, yeah. Yeah,
Jeez.
and for anybody that doesn't know what net neutrality is, real quick, net neutrality was basically something that was put in place that prevented ISPs from throttling or preferring their content over other content. So basically, like, you know how T-Mobile had binge on back in the day, that was huge. Under net neutrality, ISPs can't do that. You can't prioritize your content over another. And no throttling was a thing. You couldn't censor websites. Like you couldn't block websites. And I'm not saying that companies are doing that now to date, but there was no reason to repeal it. It was a good thing to have in place for the health of the internet, especially when the market's this concentrated. And it being gone is just terrible. A lot of people get it confused, though. They think it has to do with data caps, but there's nothing stopping ISPs from doing data caps. Although, if we're lucky, maybe the new head of the FCC will put back in state net neutrality and actually have clauses about data caps in it.
Yeah. 98% of genuine comments opposed PIEs to regulatory plan. That's crazy. And they just had a bunch of fake ones. And, I mean, Carlos brings up a good point. Like, if you're paying for a premium plan, like people who are paying less shouldn't get the same access, but this is more about like having different speeds for different websites, things like that. Like the ISPs doing different stuff, treating different network traffic differently, and that's kind of separate. Like the plans as a whole would probably stay the same. Like, you pay for 200 megabits per second, 400 megabits per second, a gigabit per second, and it's really just how the other network traffic is treated.
Basically, the premise of net neutrality is if you're paying for 200 megabits per second, you get 200 megabits per second whether you're visiting Facebook or you're visiting Dennis'sAwesomeWebsite.com. Like the ISPs couldn't give like super fast lanes for like specific networks, or make you pay for like a fast lane, like, oh no, your Netflix buffers because we're going to cap that at 5 megabits per second arbitrarily, even though you have 200 megabits or something like weird like that. Even when net neutrality was in effect, though, it didn't really apply to the cell phone carriers because Binge On kind of worked, and there was ways to get around it. Like if you made a program like Binge On where it applied for anybody that wanted to be a part of it, then it was cool. But you couldn't say if I was AT&T, I couldn't prioritize HBO Max and make it not count against the data cap or something, or not make it be throttled. Yeah, like no Netflix or Hulu coming through is a good example. You have or an ISP bans YouTube TV. You have to get cable through me. Like like that kind of stuff. But in relation to that, on this topic, I actually was reading something interesting, and I think I actually texted this to you. Did I text it to you, or did I put it on Discord? It was in regards to the cost of internet service actually increasing over the years. Let me see if I can share this with you real quick on Discord so you can put it on the stream.
Yep.
So I found out about this on Reddit. It was on r/technology. Yeah, my favorite social media platform.
Best website out there. Second only to YouTube.
Here, I got it here. Open that and share. All right. Let me put it in the Discord so it's actually clickable to you. Sorry. I really should have. I thought I sent this to you via text, but maybe I didn't. Here you go.
Boom.
So basically, Ars Tech and Osco recently reported that like the cost of internet has been increasing over time. It rose by 19%. And
big yikes.
And I thought this was interesting because Stetson, we've been having talks about 5G, how the market's getting more, competitive, right? We talked about how like Snead has access to T-Mobile's home internet and the Verizon home internet and all that stuff. Yet prices overall for internet access have continued to increase. We're losing low-cost, affordable options.
Yeah.
And I wanted your thoughts on that. Like, what do you think is causing that? Like, it's technically more competitive than ever.
That's a great question. I guess is it people switching to more premium plans? Like what is
Well, this is for home internet. This is not talking about cell phones.
That's what I'm talking about though. Like you switched for example, switching to like Verizon Files, like upgrading your internet package to from 200 megabits per second to 400 megabits per second, something like that. And as a result, they're paying more because they're getting the more premium plan. Or is it?
No, this literally looks at the cost of like the lowest possible option you can get from a carrier, and the price has gone up over time.
Whoa. Jeez.
So it's like super broken down.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe it's advertising. Like, no, I have no idea.
So Jamie says maybe newer tech equals more money, which seems to be the trend. Prices going up. I would actually argue that that's not correct. Newer tech, as we found out from various conversations, like it's cheaper now than ever before to transmit data. Like 5G is incredibly more efficient. Bandwidth is way more accessible. Profit margins for ISPs have increased dramatically. In fact, in this article, it talks about how Comcast, I think it was, has been milking their profits, like their investments, all the ISPs. Prices go up, but ISPs' costs go down. So the ISPs have been investing less in their infrastructure, yet their profits have been going up dramatically. Yeah,
I'm honestly confused. Like, if this is taking into consideration the most affordable plans and being like, hey, like the average, I don't know how you would even calculate that, but like the average plan cost or like the entry-level plan cost has gone up, that's one thing. But as I read this, the average household internet expenditure rose from 437 to 550. To me, that sounds like people are actually switching potentially to more expensive plans. So I don't know, maybe, yeah. Marketing, advertising, people, oh, you get a new phone, you need to, or I don't know, you need a new Wi-Fi router.
Cell phones again. And Wi-Fi routers, they don't, like,
well,
rentals
you lease
are
them.
rent. Yeah,
Yeah, so maybe the lease price goes up. Oh, you need a new one. Like, here's one with Wi-Fi 5 or Wi-Fi 6, and the lease
like,
price is.
if you rent like a Comcast rental, it's $14 regardless of what you have. So like, I mean, their price for rentals have gone up. That's why I bought my own equipment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, if the rental price increases and people with legacy plans are switching or like getting switched over to these, I think that could contribute to increased overall internet expenditures.
So how do you think we fix this though?
That's a really great question. I mean, we talked about it in a previous episode, like government policies to help give people money to reduce their costs.
Well, there's the emergency broadband fund the government's doing, which like that's a thing, but it doesn't solve the problem of the cost going up. Like T-Mobile Home Internet's a thing, but T-Mobile Home Internet came, what was it, $55? Now retracted up to $60, right? Which I'm sure if T-Mobile had their way, they would charge more if it was actually a product worth paying more for. And what's Verizon charging for their wireless home internet? Is it also $60?
Yeah, I think it's 60. I'm not sure. So it
like
might be more.
So like the problem is like there's no outside of like what Fios was doing for like Snap or people that were on Snap or like Internet Essentials. There's no low cost plan. Like it wasn't that long ago that like you could get like 25 megabits per second for like $30. Like it wasn't that long ago that was like a thing. And that's what this thing has been analyzing. Like when it comes to increases, like those low cost options are going away. Like I think like the cheapest thing you can get from like a Comcast, granted you're getting faster speed, but like from a cost standpoint, it's like $50.
Yeah. So I think you're right. I mean, I think Carlos coming in clutch. $50 if you're a customer, $70 if not. I think kind of this article touches on the factors that affect price. And one of the things they specifically mentioned is in 2015, customers wanted to switch to plans with over 100 megabits per second because streaming video was becoming more popular, with Netflix and video on demand. And so, they wanted faster internet to be able to support that and support higher resolutions of streaming. So I do think it's partially the use, partially people switching over to newer plans. Customers saw their bill rise when previous discounts were expired or they switched to non-promotional pricing. And that's definitely true. Like when my family signed up for Verizon, I think it's like a 2-year contract. And then after the 2 years, the price goes up. Or like there's special intro offers only for new customers. And then once you have that plan, your price goes up. So
yeah, I mean, my Fios that I got $75 for 2 years. That's what that price point is good for.
Yeah, but do you know if it goes up or like what happens after the 2 years?
I from what I was told, I just lose the $5 discount, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I was told, but we'll see when it goes. I don't know. I just like the part that gets me is if you scroll down right below the chart, it says like capital investment by internet providers has dropped with substantial declines at large companies like AT&T. Where in 2020, investment was 52% below their 2016 total for the company as inflation adjusted. And Comcast was also down by 22% when it came to investing in their network. Yeah. Meanwhile, like their profits are like off the chains.
Yeah, it's just not okay.
Yeah, it makes me mad because like our infrastructure is not the worst in the U.S. Like it's not like. I told you behind the scenes, like I was doing research in the Philippines for like guests and stuff because like the Philippines have like legit like DSL and like problems getting like cell phone signal for like half the country type of deal problems. But like, man, we pay so much money for such poor service. Like the fact that like our upload speeds are so garbage for most people that have cable, like that's not okay, especially if we're trying to transition to work from home for everybody. The fact that our internet's so expensive, like like I get it. Like 50, $50, $60. Like, yeah, that's not terrible. Like, it's not terrible, but like there needs to be more affordable options. In fact, I think it was in New York. Did I send you a link about that last week? I think in New York they're mandating that there has to be like a $10 option from all ISPs with 25 meg. Did I talk to you about that behind the scenes stuff?
I think so. I think we talked about that.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be if there's no choices. Like I said this before. My apartment Comcast is my only option. I feel like everybody should be able to have access to a low cost option. It doesn't require like jumping through hoops to get on some government subsidized program. Like, I feel like there needs to be a low cost option. Maybe it's $20 for like say 25 megabit per second internet.
100%. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think affordable internet should be a priority, and
because it's not a luxury. Like, it's not a luxury anymore. Like, you literally, like, I literally couldn't work without it. You can't get a job at McDonald's without it. You know, you can't even do school without it. Like people act like the internet's like a luxury, but to me, I look at the internet as important as electricity at this point.
It's like a right.
Maybe right's a little too strong, but like it's really important. It's really important at this point.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and people in the comments looks like they agree. Ron is saying it's too high. Pinball is actually coming in. They say Pinball is saying, I think they degrade lower tier services periodically, so you call them and complain, and then they can upsell you to a higher price plan.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it's intentional, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that does happen. Like my grandfather, for example, he called me over. Hey, Stetson, can you help us fix the internet? I go over there, and what was the problem? The cable box is unplugged, and so of course you're not going to have internet. Like, it's literally not plugged in. But I could easily see calling a customer care, and they're using that as an opportunity to upsell you or move you to a higher tier plan while also getting a rep to come out there.
Oh, for sure, I could see that, but I meant the part about the intentionally degrading part.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, I don't think that happens.
On a side note, you just gave me a good thought. I thought of the perfect way to say it. I view internet as a commodity item in the same way that you buy food and like toilet paper. Like,
yeah,
it shouldn't be like this luxury item. And like 100 megabits per second today should not be like, oh wow, that should be like something that's like for everybody. Like 100 meg, I mean, it's not that fast, Stetson, right? Like,
I mean, it's fast enough for me, to be honest with you, but
I meant like it's fast, but like I worded that poorly. It's fast, but it's not like actually super fast in today's terms. Like, think about how big files are.
Today's standards and like what we're doing, the transferring.
Like 100 meg today is what 10 meg was back in 2008. Is the way I look at it.
I mean, I had a friend who is downloading and organizing footage for an internship, doing a video editing internship, and it might have been a job actually, but to do that, like, he was constantly stressing his Wi-Fi, and he was actually like struggling to keep up with work because his internet couldn't download the files fast enough. So yeah, I think it can make a huge difference in what you can do and what opportunities are available to you. And I completely agree with people in the chat. So
yeah, I mean, I think some people are memeing me a little bit with the whole it should be free. I'm not saying that, guys. Like, I'm not saying it needs to be free. I'm just saying it needs to be accessible. It needs to be accessible. It needs to be accessible, and it needs to be affordable. Those are the 2 points, right? Like, people talk about expanding internet into rural America. Like, I think I definitely know I talked to you about this behind the scenes. Like, in my small county where I grew up at, they actually did like a big old pull for the community about actually talking about getting like municipal fiber. And like, they were also talking about like changing like policies, and like people did a big old vote, and there's a big a virtual town hall meeting coming up and stuff like that in regards to it. And one of the things that gets overlooked is the cost. Like, I told you before, when I grew up in my small town back in the day, I used to pay like 50 by 5. It was like $200 just for the internet or something stupid, right? Like, that's not a realistic affordable number. Like, Comcast, for example, has a gigabit pro tier. It's $320 for 2 gigabit symmetrical, right? Like, if I wanted faster upload speeds and I had to stay with Comcast, they would charge me $320 for gigabit symmetrical, which it's a metro it's fantastic, it's incredible, yada yada yada. Like, it actually is really good. Problem is, though, outside of like a Dennis who is super nerdy, that is unrealistic as all heck for someone to afford. Like, even like I'm looking at Comcast website right now because like I wasn't sure. Comcast cheapest non-promotional priced internet package, because I want to go with non-promo, right? Promos expire after a year. Comcast cheapest non-promo priced package, and that's if you buy your own modem, would be $65 a month for 25 megabit per second internet.
That's outrageous.
That's if you buy your own equipment, and if you're renting, it'd be $80. $80
that's
for 25
outrageous.
meg is a ripoff, and that's just. I mean, it's just not affordable. I mean, like, imagine if you're working like McDonald's, like full time, like I'll bump it up. You're making $10 an hour. Okay. I mean, if you got rent, which out here in Pittsburgh is going to run you, I'll go on the lowball side, $1,000 for rent. Okay. And then you're going to be paying for electric, which is probably like another 150 because Duquesne Light. And then your gas bill will probably be your cheapest, like $50. I mean, you're talking like $1,300 at the end of the day just from living. And you're making really crap wages, and you expect someone to come up with like another $80 for their internet just to like have some decency. Maybe they want to do some online schooling, maybe take advantage of some tuition reimbursement from McDonald's or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, when I read that article, it kind of bummed me out is all. I don't know. But people were saying, Jamie said he grew up with 500 kilobit per second, which seemed fine until he discovered 15 megabits per second to be fast. So I understand the DSL.
Oh man.
I remember having those speeds, that 500 kilobits per second, and the younger version of me literally went over to the library, like town over, to actually like do stuff, specifically play RuneScape on the library computers an hour at a time. But
that's great. Yeah.
A decent chunk of new infrastructure bills allocated. Yeah, I did see that with Biden. I think it was $100 billion, right?
Yep. My
concern though is I'm glad they're focusing on accessibility, but they're not focusing on keeping the cost down. And that's another issue, right? Like if they're going to charge Americans, like Starlink, we talked about the wonders of Starlink, right, for rural Americans.
Yeah.
But Starlink's expensive, $100 a month and a $500 upfront cost. Let's be real here. Rural America is not making urban level income, right? Rural America also tends to be places that don't have as high of an income on average. Like it's just the truth, right?
Yeah.
So how are you going to expect someone to come up with shoot, people can't come up with $500 for an emergency, right? Like a medical emergency. I think there was like a study that talked about that. How are you going to expect them to come up with that for Starlink and then another $100 a month? That's expensive.
Yeah. Carlos is actually asking you, Dennis, if you were going to get it to test out. Carlos has Starlink coming in 2 weeks. And he's very thankful for that because Cox is terrible and T-Mobile home internet doesn't work. So
my HOA doesn't allow for satellites, and I'm gonna be getting Fios at $75 a month for gigabit, so I'm all set when it comes to internet. I will, once I get Fios installed, I'm gonna be like doing like a little dance on stream, do maybe a little banana dance with some cucarachas.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be happy. And yeah, Cox, Sneed told me how bad Cox was. I've never experienced Cox. I've had Armstrong and I've had Xfinity and I've experienced Spectrum because of my girlfriend, and all three of them were relatively like meh. Like their service was fine, but they were all outrageously expensive in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I wish it was cheaper. I can't even imagine not, like, I use the internet every day, all day. That's all I do, actually.
Stetson, what's the cheapest plan that your municipal has?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me see.
What do you, by the way, while Stetson's looking his up, what do you guys pay for internet? I'm curious what you guys
That's
are paying.
a great question, Dennis. I wish I had a poll ready for that.
I'm just curious to see what people pay. Like I'm paying $60 right now for 400 megabits per second by 10 right now. And I'll be paying 75.
Oh man, Dennis, you're going to love this. This is great.
What?
This is just great. That's actually genuine. That's not our sarcasm. Check this out. So we're on the gig plan, $69 a month, $70 a month for symmetrical gig. Okay. Mm-hmm. Symmetrical gig. Looks like 95 for internet and phone. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100 meg connection, $40 a month.
Does that include the router or no?
I think so. We're not paying anything for. Actually, yeah. So you get what you need, but you need a separate router if you want to make it into Wi-Fi. I think
that's not bad, and that's symmetrical too. That's not bad. That's what Fios actually. That's actually kind of bad. Actually, Fios charges $40 for 200 meg, which they overprovision to 300.
That's pretty good.
So basically,
But that might be promo pricing because I think
No,
our bill.
that's not promo pricing. Fios did that in a lot of places.
Wow. And for my hometown, we were getting 300 and it was like $80 a month. So
Yeah, Fios recently got rid of contracts and like their promos and stuff. Like the price you pay or the price you pay. It's like 40. I think it's $40. I want to say it's like 40, 60, and then 80 is like their price brackets. But they did do a promo with the gig where they were knocking $5 off for like 24 months.
Yeah. So,
But we're getting a lot of comments. Someone has Frontier 500 by 500 for $67.
Yeah, let's see what people are
Kirill
playing.
has 300 megabits for $50. 65 all in for 5. Dude, how did you pull that off, Angel?
That's really good, actually. That's phenomenal.
That's $10 less than I'm paying.
Matthew, we have the same plan.
Dude, that's awesome.
Oh, man.
4K reviews, it says he has 1,000 down, 50 up for $90. I'm gonna guess he either has Comcast. I'm gonna guess he has Comcast at that price.
Yeah, that sounds like a Comcast move. $50 total.
I've never heard of Starry Internet. Who is that? What?
Yeah, John, I'm sorry your internet's so expensive.
But he's got symmetrical gig at least.
Yeah, at least it's symmetrical. But,
I mean, dude, I was paying that with Comcast for like 1,200 down and 35 before I downgraded and revised my bill. So,
Mikeo, 60 to 70 for 300 down and 100 megabits per second up. Those speeds aren't bad. I wish that was a little bit cheaper.
And I find that odd. 300 down, but 100 up. That's interesting. Usually,
Equipment included, though.
Yeah.
We also have a super chat from Green, so thank you so much for your support, Green. When is the AT&T video coming? I'm afraid AT&T is going to shut off my data because I got another text asking me to reduce my data. Dude, I think reach out to Carlos from Los Mobile and ask about it. I just got a new business credit card, and I'm going to be using that to sign up for AT&T probably today or tomorrow. I was wondering if I should sign up online in store or over the phone. I think I might try online because I just added some things to my cart and I saw they were waiving the $30 activation fee.
I want you to do it on the phone though, and then you can record the experience. I really do. I really like. You should call on a Google Voice number, record the experience, and make it like a secret shopper type of deal. On a side note though, who do you have that has a 350 gigabyte data limit for 200 by 20? That's terrible. That's probably like one of the worst plans I've seen. A 350 gigabyte cap, dude, that's garbage. I would blow through that in like 2 weeks, maybe less. Colbert says he has the Essentials plan. He gets 55 down and 30 up. Not bad for $10 a month. Wait, what? Who's Essential? Are you talking about Comcast? Because the Comcast is 50 by 5. 50 down, 5 up. Whose Essentials plan do you have that's 55 down and 30 up? That's an interesting speed. But $10 is good. Carlos S. Tech, try 200 by 10 for $75 with tax monthly. That's for Cox plan.
Oof. Just oof. Sorry about that, Carlos.
If you're actually getting that speed, though, because, like, I remember Sneed was telling me that he didn't even get his speed. Like, if you're getting that speed, that price is garbage. But, like, if you're getting the speed, that's not, like, terrible. Yeah, Colbert said he has Comcast. Yeah, Comcast is 50 by 5 on their Essentials plan. 50 meg down, 5 up, which that was a recent speed increase that they did because of COVID. Actually, they did 2 on that. But for $10, it's not bad. Weather has Sudden Link. I've never heard of Sudden Link. I'm gonna Google search them. Sudden Link. Are they like a Northeast thing, or where are they at? Sudden Link Communication, American telecommunications subsidiary of Atlas. They're okay. They're out in New York, or no, their headquarters are out in New York. I never heard of them. Guess they're kind of a New Yorker thing, based off what their headquarters says. But that data cap, man, that is really, really rough. They got some interesting ads though. Anywho. Outside of this though, I feel like I beat this like a dead horse, Stetson. I wanted to ask if you wanted to talk about that singular plan that I found.
Oh, yeah. Where did that go?
It's in the Discord.
I'm bringing it up. Da-da. Da-da. All right. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Heading to the stream now. Boom. Oh, I just made myself bigger. Awkward. Awkward. Here it is. Oh, man. Here we go. So this is it. This was the last. It was pretty bad. I mean, what are we looking at here, Dennis?
It was the well, $70 for unlimited calling wasn't bad, but the thing that was shocking to me is when you scroll down, it was the international stuff. So like that's just for calling Canada. Like that's not next
to Canada. Jeez.
Like that's not for calling anybody else, and that's on top of like your like $70. So like 70 plus 60, you're at $130 for 450 anytime minutes. If you were really balling, maybe you're a business guy or something, $220 for 6,000 minutes.
These actually aren't that bad because this is for Canada and also the United States.
That's not for the United States, is it?
Yeah, all nation with Canada AT&T plans include rollover and unlimited mobile to mobile in the United States.
Oh, sorry. Well, okay, maybe it's not that bad. I mean, I don't know. $220 though. I don't know.
That's still,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, unlimited calling, and you get to Canada and Mexico for free nowadays.
Yeah. So it was bad. I mean, today's standards horrible, but I don't know. It depends when it came out.
I just want to know. Yeah. I was gonna say I just want to know if you had anything else that you want to talk about, though. I feel like we did a pretty good job, but
it was very thorough. You know, we had a internet segue. I actually liked that. The audience seemed to really enjoy that too, where people were talking about files. I was trying to see Verizon's plan, but they hide it behind. Like I have to enter my address. Like it's
you talking about for FiOS?
Yeah.
Here, I can help you out, man. What plan do you want to look at? I got you.
I just wanted to see the site and see what the offerings were.
Here, I got you, fam. I got you. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, bro. I got you. Let me just go into a nice little incognito mode real quick here. And then we're going to go to FiOS because I don't want to...
Oh, wait. I think I just got it, Dennis.
You do?
Yeah. I just... Pick your speed. Yeah. Wow, you're right. $40 a month.
Yeah. They do. It's 200 by 200, but they over-provision it, so it's actually more like 300.
Yeah.
I got their gig, which when I ordered online at the time, they gave me an extra $5. The little pop-up said, message us to see about our special offer or whatever, and I like looked it up.
And you're like, yes, please.
No, like I just like was like, what's up? What's the special offer? And they were like, oh, I just heard the ding on your side. Oh, that was my ding.
Yeah, that was your ding. I was like, I didn't hear a ding, and I'm on my side.
Oh, anyway, but yeah, like they gave me like $5 off. They waived my install. I'm gonna get a $100 Visa card apparently when the tech comes out. Free streaming box, and then like 12 months of Discovery Plus. Which I'm gonna be honest, I don't care at all about Discovery Plus.
Oh, you can actually save money if you're a Verizon wireless customer.
Yeah, it's $15 if it's the gig and $10 on the other two.
I'm seeing $20 if it's the gig.
Oh, they bumped. No. Wait, hold on. Can you stop
it?
Yeah, there you go. No, yeah, it's $10 off your mobile and $10 off the FiOS bill.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's how they split it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's
your
still
20.
Decent. I mean,
and the other two are 5 and 5, I guess. Then they changed up a little bit.
Yeah.
What are those? Wait, what are those FiOS plans? Why I wish we had those plans. Wait, Jamie, you're from Canada? Dude, we have got to get more
Jamie,
Canadian.
what plan are you using? We got to get these on the website. We got to get on top of this.
Yeah, one of the things I want to do is I want to get people from Canada to talk to on the show. Like we did this podcast and the one that I missed, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. I want to get people from Canada on the show. Oh, oops, I slept through the podcast where we had people in Canada on the show.
I mean, to be fair, I think I'm making up for it with we did the after stream that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Wolverine says he loves FiOS. I am hoping that I feel the same way. I'm anxiously waiting for the 30th. That's when I push my install up because it falls on a Sunday. So I'm anxiously waiting, a little nervous to see what the experience is going to be like, especially with COVID going on, because I know like they have all these rules and stuff about like what the techs will and won't do. So fingers crossed the install goes smoothly, and hopefully I get a guy that's fairly competent, doesn't like destroy my newly pristine house.
Goes in there. Oh no, what happened?
I mean, the house is already pre-wired for Comcast, which I found ironic. Like, literally, there is a like when the contractor.
Well, Comcast knows because they're like, we have really expensive plans, and if we just make it really convenient for people to sign up, they'll just do it.
No, the builder, the contractor, when they were like setting up the house and stuff, from the green pedestal, which you can literally see from my yard, they ran the underground conduit already for the Comcast line, and in my garage,
you have like a Comcast box ready to go.
Well, it's not a Comcast box. I actually have I told you this. I have the house like routed for like Cat 6A cabling, and there's a point where that's all meeting, and in that point, there's also the main coax line that comes from Comcast. It's like the main feed.
Wow.
It just needs to be. The last time I looked, at least, it needed to be crimped and terminated. But yeah. We have Sad. He says he's from Saudi Arabia. Stetson, we are more international than we thought we were. Where is everybody else from?
I love it.
Do we got anybody from like
Sad, how much are you paying for your internet and cell phone plan?
I'm gonna guess he's probably paying like 35 USD.
It's unreal. It's unreal.
I'm guessing.
People in India have really good plans. That's what I've been hearing. I keep seeing comments about that.
Yeah, Debo Bop says I should get the 2 gigabit service from Comcast for $320. I'm not gonna lie to you, Debo Bop. Like, real talk, I'm not joking. I actually considered it. Like, I really thought about it because it's a Metro E level fiber connection. Like, this is not like your run of the mill fiber. It's just that once I downgraded the 400 megabits per second by 10, I came to the realization that I am not the internet snob that I thought I was, and I realized that I could deal with just fine with regular gigabit from Fios for like cheaper. Indian phone plans are dirt cheap. Two Phone says.
I think that's true.
Sad says he pays RS57. What is RS57 convert to USD?
Dennis, you're on it. While you're on that,
$13. He said.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Sad. That is amazing, my friend. That is amazing. Weather on the 8s. I'm just from southern West Virginia, so that's why our internet is so expensive since it's a rural area, I guess.
Cat Potatoes from Michigan. He's paying $107 for T-Mobile, but he has a phone under payments for $27, and then he has Comcast for $127 for 300 megabits. Wow, that's
expensive.
Verizon
is offering that for like, what did we just see? Like $40 a month. Unreal.
Yeah, I know it was like 60.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Right.
If Cat Potato, if I was you, I would call into Comcast, and I would get their retention department, play the little game that you're going to switch to AT&T, I believe, who's probably out your way since you're out west, and then like literally, when they ask why you want to switch, just be like, I want a cheaper price, and like be like, yo, can I get 300 meg blast for, I don't know, $80, something that's better than that. Like, my God, my man.
We also had someone join a little late. Cameron, can you pull up the rankings? We completed the rankings for this video, but here we are. The absolute worst plans were from AT&T. Dennis found his sweet plan. AT&T monthly iPhone plan from the iPhone 3G era, $120. It's actually $130 per line. And you didn't get texting. It was a disaster. The international passport plan is bad at $70 for 2 gigs, but the pay-as-you-go international plan, even worse, costing you $2,000 per gig of usage, and then AT&T prepaid $2 a day was also terrible. So there's your update. Those were the winning worst plans on AT&T.
People make me feel really good about the fact that I found a place that has Fios as I look through these prices, because I'm just like, Jesus. Like, Destiny Show said he pays 500 megabit per second internet. He pays $125 a month.
Oh my gosh!
Is that symmetrical, Destiny? By the way, like, I want to know if that's symmetrical.
Yikes!
I feel like 500 meg. I'm willing to bet he probably has like Spectrum. I feel like that's what Spectrum charges my girlfriend. I feel like. Oh, Michael Hauser has Spectrum cable. He pays $250 a month for cable, internet, and home phone.
Oh my gosh, Michael! I am so sorry to hear that.
And he pays $85 a month for 5 lines unlimited on Hello Mobile. Dude, hold up. Michael just made me think of a news topic that we almost forgot about. Nokia is becoming a cell phone provider.
You definitely messaged this to me. Let me see. Dennis is
Yeah.
on it.
Basically, it's only happening in the UK at the moment, and their NVNO brand that they're calling it is like, I think it's like him or hum. Give me like 2 seconds to get it pulled up, but I was like
HMD.
HMD. Thank you. Him.
Here we go. Nokia, we're gonna agree to this. I don't even know what I agreed to. I'm gonna have to rewatch the stream and go back to that. Nokia phone maker Humbada. HMD Global launches MVNO in the UK. Wow, so it's disruptive, a disruptive mobile virtual network operator, because of course it has to disrupt things.
Well, no, it actually is, because they're doing special deal. So the reason why it's disruptive is because they're doing direct to consumer. So like basically, if you order on Nokia's website, like when you buy a phone, they give you like 6 months of like free cell phone service. So they're doing like crazy deals. Okay,
That is sweet.
and on top of that, because you're buying directly from Nokia, they're getting all the profits. They're not having to share it with like a Best Buy or anybody, right? Like they're netting all the profits, which is like wild. And the thing I took away from this was, and I wanted to ask this to the audience as well, is what if this became like a thing in the US? Like what if Apple came out with like Apple Mobile, or what if like Samsung came out with like Samsung Mobile? Would you guys be willing to buy like an MVNO from your cell phone manufacturer? Like, would that be something you would do?
I would trust Apple. I would not trust Samsung.
You wouldn't trust Samsung? Why not?
I did not have trust with them and their follow through on executing on some things.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let me ask you this: if Apple did do it, what would the magic number have to be to get you to switch from Mint?
I mean, for my usage, it would have to be the same, like $15. But I think Apple iPhone Premium, I think their plan would probably be like $70 a month for unlimited. And I bet, you know what I bet, Dennis? I bet they would finally take their garbage app interface for checking your data usage, and they would make something that was actually beautiful. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, instead of going through like, oh, you want to know how much data you used? Here's a ever scrolling list of all of your apps that have used cellular data. You guys know what I'm talking about with this? Where, you know, you have all of your, like, these apps have used data in the past, and then at the bottom you get your period, and it's like, oh yeah, reset on April 30th, that was actually pretty recently for me. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't reset that for years. So if they were to do that, I think it would finally be beautiful.
On a side note, I just want to say welcome to all the new people that are coming in. I just took a peek at the YouTube. We're at 154 viewers and climbing. Holy Toledo, guys. You guys are epic. I love spending time with you. So for everybody that's coming in, we were talking, if you want to put it back up, Nokia, the phone manufacturer that's been like dead, is becoming an MVNO.
In the UK.
In the UK. And their MVNO subsidy is called HMD Global. And so I just want to see in the comments, like I want to know, like, what do you guys think? Like, do you think this is something that like phone manufacturers should expand into? Like if Apple came out with like a mobile service, would you get it? Oh, and two phones for free. And 2 phones for free. Yeah, where are the likes? Don't forget the thumbs up while you're here.
We should get an emote for that, Dennis. Smash it on the...
Dude, speaking of emotes, did you send over... So for the people that are still here, let's give them another sneak peek. Did you send over the new ones?
No, not yet.
Do you want to show them what you worked on that I think is just like magic and great?
Oh, yeah. For those?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're live. If you join the YouTube channel, you actually get these icons next to your name. And I wish I could give that to Patreon supporters, but YouTube is only letting me do it for people who specifically join on YouTube. But let me just pull this up.
Just got a double sub. That's the answer, man.
Double sub. I mean, so the perks are the same, to be completely transparent, between Patreon and YouTube join. It's just that YouTube will give you the... Oh, you're looking at my screen. Let me pull that so I can actually pull it up. But yeah, these are really fun. They're live in the Discord right now, so anyone who's in the Discord server can get these. But it's a fun little perk. So check this out. Add to stream. We got E for Edge, H plus for HSPA plus. I might change that to be full HSPA plus. LTE, we got ourselves some nice 3G, some 4G, upgrading into 5G, and of course we got our 6G. I actually went with this 6G icon. Yeah, so some fun new icons. And yeah, if you're interested in joining the YouTube channel on YouTube, there's a join button that is located. Let's swap.
It's blue and left to the subscribe.
Yeah, oh god, I can't even. It's right down in that general direction. There's a join button, and if you join, you get the exact same perks as Patreon supporters, and yeah, and you also get these icons next to your name, which is pretty cool.
Well,
so,
not all the exact same, because remember, Stetson, we talked about doing stuff for the $20 tier.
Yeah, that's true. But it's the same.
It's the same as the $5 tier.
Yeah, I think it might actually be $4.
Or $4.
But yeah,
well, Patreon is cheaper. Okay, let's put it this way: Patreon's cheaper because the $4 tier gets you all the perks that this one has, basically.
Yeah, and this one's $5. That's because YouTube takes a bigger percentage cut, by the way.
Yeah, but we wanted to add it to make it. Well, actually, why did we add it again? Was it just to make?
I thought it'd be fun, and I saw everyone else doing it, and I wanted to see if I can. If you're interested, you're welcome to. All the content is already there. Like the backlog of everything, all the bloopers, all the behind the scenes, all the mistakes, the Patreon exclusive live streams, they're all there.
So basically, we just did it to give another way because we know that sometimes that makes
we had some people saying like, hey, I wish I could join on YouTube or whatever, and so I figured I'd make that an option if you wanted to. Of course, nothing is necessary, but we do certainly appreciate it.
Also, I want to throw something out here to the wider crowd. I had an idea of getting like a poster made, like a poster design, and I was just wondering, like, if we came up with like a really cool design for like a poster, would you guys like want that? Like, if
I
that
would want it. Yeah, sign me up.
Well, like, basically, like, the concept would be, like, me and Stetson on the front, and then, like, in the background, there would be, like, the different carriers, like the Mint Mobile Fox and different stuff like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Ooh, we got a new member.
Thank you for joining. John, I hope you enjoy the perks. Again, everything's all there, so you can enjoy the bloopers and all the exclusive stuff. The only thing I haven't been able to translate over is the podcast, but those are archived on YouTube, so...
They get like they're ad free. Did they get ad free when they're joined on the channel?
No, not yet. Because I upload the ad free audio to Patreon, and so you don't get any YouTube ads or anything in front of that. But
Gotcha. Still really cool though. I'm looking forward to that day when we can figure out how to get all those icons and different emotes going. Like,
yeah,
I know with like Twitch, you can like literally. I'm sure you've been on Twitch before, and people have seen what that looks like. That's kind of
it's so fun. So
that's kind of what I envisioned, but.
Also, John, wait, if you're a member, I think you get exclusive stickers that you can put in the live chat.
Yeah, dude, sure give a test to those stickers. You should have one of my face.
I'm pretty sure it's my face, Dennis's face. I want to get some more. I'm in the process of getting those commissioned right now.
You're doing the one that I talked about for Sneed, right?
Yep, we're getting Sneed's. I just got his done and some other tasty ones.
Wait,
as well.
it's like done. Like there's like a one we can look at?
No. Like we have it's not even close to that yet.
Okay,
but I submitted the order. Is basically where we're at.
Did we do all 9 that we discussed? We did not all 9 of them. So there was the bean. Did we do the bean?
I will put the bean in. I ran into an issue because I was gonna do the tower icons. But the truth is the tower it's so small, it actually doesn't appear. And so I pivoted it to these icons here, which stand out much better and are more clear. And yeah, we'll have some more.
And by the way, it's working for John. I see the little red E if you're in like the actual YouTube. Like I can see
That's awesome. John, that is awesome. I want to be a member of my own channel. Can I do that? Does that mean I have to pay myself $5 a month?
I mean, dude, I'm paying you $5 a month to be part of the Patreon, or $4, whatever it is from Patreon to be part of the Patreon. So go for it, man. Pay yourself.
Oh my God, look at he's doing. Wait, we have to pull this up now. This is so cool, John.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. He's got the emotes. He did it with our faces.
Oh my God.
This is exciting.
Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can pull this up on the live stream. This is where things get trippy.
It's going to be Inception time.
Okay, yeah, Inception time. Check this out. So I called it Best Phone Plans Max because I thought that'd be a fun name for the subscription tier. And so he's got an E next to his name because he's on Edge. John, you're on Edge right now, but you'll get there. I'll just hide that. We don't need that there. And then look at the emotes. Look at that. We got our mics. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. John,
And
thank you for joining. I
Is
love
there a
seeing
way
that.
to manually add people to the?
No, I tried, Dennis. I tried. I really tried.
Yo, if anybody knows how Join works, man, like it'd be cool if we could figure out a way to like link it to the Patreon. That way, it's just like that much cleaner.
Yeah.
But-
Austin, you're joining.
Austin, you coming in late, man? You missed all the fun, man. You missed some of the worst plans ever from AT&T. You missed me crying about how expensive internet is in the U.S. and some
Thankfully,
crazy.
it's all available for replay.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
available for replay.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think we did really good tonight. I think people are starting to wind down. We made it about an hour and 45 minutes in. I think we did good.
Yeah, I think that's pretty successful. Gosh, Green, keeping us here. Thank you for your support. We love it. Do you think 5G will eventually replace home internet and that would remain more competition? That is a hard no from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Really? You don't think millimeter wave?
I don't think it's going to replace home internet. We've talked about this before. If you have the option for a hardwired connection, that is 100% the way to go 100% of the time. If you're in a fringe area, rural, you don't have good options, yeah, then yes, absolutely. 5G will be a tremendous home internet solution. But yeah, if you have,
I thought you were more on board for it because like you saw how well Snead's doing with his stuff.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like Snead doesn't have
He has
the
cogs.
fiber, like he doesn't have what he wants for a wired home internet option.
True.
So I think it's going to be yes in rural, but I think if you have hardwired, then get that.
Well, specifically fiber. If you have fiber.
Yeah.
Or decently priced cable internet. Decently priced. But
Jeez, it's funny like watching the live stream live and then the chat in the back end here as they come in.
But as we are winding down, I always just want to say thank you everyone who decided to spend so much of your Saturday with us. It was a lot of fun getting to talk about these plans. It was also great to finally see our emotes in action. So thank you, John, for joining on YouTube. And thank you to everybody that super chatted, Green, Mark, everybody else that super chatted. And thanks again to all the Patreon members. If you want to become a member, as you can see now, you can do so on YouTube or you could do so on the Patreon, which can be found above, where you can see tons of extra behind the scene content. You will get access to emotes. And Stetson, is the $20 thing idea a confirmed thing that I can talk about or no?
Let's hold off on that for now until we have that ironed out.
Cool. But just know that we're constantly doing stuff to do really cool things for you, and the money does help us reinvest into the show to do cool things. So, guys, thank you again. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you guys on Thursday for the podcast, and then this upcoming Saturday to do the worst T-Mobile plans.
Worst T-Mobile plans next Saturday. It's going to be awesome. Thank you all so much for joining. It was a great stream. It was a wild ride. Please take care. Please enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your weekend. Peace.